Doc, you want to talk about what the plan is for the day?
Total annihilation.
Total annihilation. I'm about to get destroyed, but I'm looking forward to it.
Total destruction.
What's going on, guys? Didn't have the opportunity to make the intro to the video in the gym today, but before we get started, I just want to thank Scott for giving me the opportunity to tag along today. Got a great training session in. Really excited to share this content with you all. And stay tuned because Scott and I plan on linking up a bit more frequently, especially when he's back into his more structured training routine. And I had a great time, so thanks again, Scott. Hope you guys enjoy this content. And feel free to look at Dr. Scott Stevenson's contact info in the description of this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave a comment. Thank you guys for tuning in.
So I asked him what the plan for the first exercise was. He wants to work up to 5 plates on each side and do a triple drop set. So starting off real heavy, working set of like 4 reps, and then do a drop set, kill it from there.
So as you guys can see, we started off with these lat pull downs. Not an exercise I typically do, but we basically just started with lighter weight and progressively increased every set until we got to our top set where we basically went balls to the wall. Started off super heavy. He was aiming for about 4 reps or so he did 5 plates on each side, and then we just did a drop set from there, triple drop, so we took a plate off each time. I believe I worked up to 4 plates, but my form was shit, so I did 3 plates and a quarter for my top set. And by the way, guys, when I said lat pull downs aren't an exercise I typically do, I meant this specific plate loaded machine. Lat pull downs are absolutely staple in my programming, but I usually just use a regular cable machine, not this plate loaded variation that we're using today.
Come on.
So the second exercise we ended up doing was bent over barbell rows. This is actually still one of Scott's warm-up sets, so he doesn't take it to failure. Gets a few fill reps in and takes it from there.
How'd it feel?
Pretty good.
Cool.
I think I'm going to try 405, then throw a band on, and then take the plate off, go again, and then throw the band back on.
Sure. Cool. Doc took the long sleeves off. He's trying to show off for the YouTube.
We'll see how much I show off when this thing goes to shit. This is a what the fuck set. We don't know what we're doing here.
Let's go, Doc. Pull, baby, let's go. Pull, baby. Nice. Nice.
That was nice.
Good shit.
That's fun.
Awesome.
I don't know. We made it. Ironically, I think because those bands don't change tension as much as they change length, it made it easier to hold the top.
Gotcha.
That's why I think my form changed a little bit.
Yeah.
It felt easier to do
Nice.
that. Unlike chains,
Yeah.
chains of course, the resistance changes as they.
The whole curve is different.
Yeah, but here I think it's more consistent.
Okay.
The change in length doesn't change tension.
Like I said, it felt like a Smith. It didn't feel like the tension was changing that much.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here we go.
So this is the first time I ever did this, but I was actually really pleased. It was something interesting. It was the first time Doc's ever done it too with the reverse band. So started off with 275 pounds. I think I got 7 or 8 reps, which I was pretty pleased with. And then we added the bands on it, which actually is reducing the load as you're pulling. But the cool thing was the tension felt relatively the same throughout. And it actually kind of felt like you were just rowing on a Smith machine. The load didn't feel different at the bottom of the movement or the top, but it was a cool way to do a drop set, something that we both never done, and it was just something that we were experimenting with. Definitely something I might utilize, moving forward, just as a intensity technique and a cool way to perform a drop set with your barbell rows.
Workout. I got some plain Gatorade in here right now. I'm sure he's a bit more fancy than me. What you got in there?
Strawberry Kool-Aid.
No, I think he's lying.
It is whey, hydrolyzed whey protein.
Hydrolyzed whey, okay.
I've got Keto Factor X kind of supplements. They don't have any recovery factor X, so I would have had that. And then 2.5 scoops, but that was at the end. I'm like 2.5 scoops of Intra MD, which is John Meadows' product at True Nutrition.
Nice.
Which I get when they don't have recovery factor X. I think it's going to be back in stock like a week or something like that. Yeah.
Intra MD uses highly branched cyclodextrin, right?
Highly branched cyclodextrin,
Yeah.
essential amino acids, and I think that's it.
Cool.
Real simple.
Cool.
But I've got whole protein source here, which like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
as well. So that's where the whey,
Yeah.
hydrolyzed whey is in there as well.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, I don't know if this is working out, but hydrolyzed whey protein is primarily dipeptides and tripeptides, and it actually doesn't really need to be digested. Like, you kind of absorb that pretty much immediately, right?
Yeah, that's the
So-
idea. You know, it's interesting because I've looked to see to what extent you actually have dipeptides, tripeptides, single amino acids. It's kind of hard to actually determine that. It probably varies depending on how long it's been processed
Gotcha.
to be hydrolyzed, the acidity that was used, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Gotcha.
But the di and tripeptides actually get absorbed more quickly than essential amino acids, and they enhance glycogen restoration and insulin sensitivity as well.
That's
I know
awesome.
themselves, yeah.
Yeah. Super expensive, but
They're not that bad, actually. Wasn't this
Oh,
bad?
yeah?
Yeah, I get a True Nutrition about that
Okay,
bad.
cool.
I mean, I don't use a shitload of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just like a scoop,
Okay.
you know, in an intra.
yeah.
But I like to support True Nutrition.
Nice.
For our third exercise, we ended up doing a mechanical drop set. So we just changed the positioning of our pull on this machine. Something I've experimented with in the past, but not something I utilize frequently. And as you guys can see, me and Doc are kind of just going with the flow today and mixing it up. Definitely something interesting. I might utilize it moving forward as well.
Let's go, Scott. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Pretty pumped. Scott let me pick an exercise. Going with this low row variation I like. Key here for me is like that lateral flexion of the spine. So you're doing the side crunch, depressing the scapula and just extending back, pulling the elbow back. As you can tell, it's pretty fucking hard. Typically, I like starting with this movement actually, since it gets the lat very, very short. But this is potentially our last back movement.
Fun. I like those.
If he likes them, that means I love them. That's like an extra stamp of approval on the exercise. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that workout. Just so you know, that isn't how he typically trains, but we still had a great session. He'll kind of fill you in on what his normal training is like.
No catastrophes have befallen me. I haven't given up on fortitude training. I had just dieted down for the honor class. I shoot some video with John Meadows, which you may have seen. And so this is kind of like post photo shoot, post contest. fuck around, eat food, enjoy yourself in the gym. So I like to just do kind of be a numbskull. So this was a numbskull training, we'll call it that, which just means have fun, enjoy the gym before going back to a more formalized, progressive or load-based type of regime, which is fortitude training most of the time for me. So just so no one gets confused.
I would love though to get a session once he's more on his structured program and show you guys what fortitude training is all about.
Yeah,
so yeah, once you're kind of back into your routine, stay tuned. I'll try to get something else up for the both of us.
Coming soon.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed.